Hi, today I'm going to quickly show you how to end-to-end import and automate data into Salesforce. So maybe you get leads or opportunities or accounts or something regularly via CSV file. Maybe it's put on an FTP server, or it's emailed to you regularly, or it's put on Google Drive or somewhere where you can automate grabbing the file and sending the data to Salesforce. So here I'm in my Salesforce sandbox. I have no opportunities in here. We're going to make an opportunity. So let's say I get this CSV file here where I just have this first row of headers of name, close date, all these different headers here. And I want to, maybe I get one file for every lead, or I get a file daily with many leads. Doesn't really matter how many rows are in here. I want this CSV file imported automatically for myself. So if we go over to and sign up for Easy CSV, you'll land on setting up your first flow. And so to set up a flow, you have to tell Easy CSV where the source of the data is coming from and where you want to send it. In our case, let's pretend we get this file daily, and it's got new opportunities in this file, and it's put on an FTP server, and I want Easy CSV to grab that for me. So I'm going to say my files are coming from FTP. You can always say upload files, meaning you're going to upload them from your computer. When you get them, you can email them to Easy CSV in attachment. They can go to Dropbox. You can grab them from there. There's many different ways Easy CSV can get the data. Start with FTP. So what you're going to want to do is download one of the latest files to your computer and then upload it here. This is just for setup. So let's say I get a file on my computer. Download as a CSV. Cool. So I'm just going to drag that over here. And now I'm setting up my first import flow and page. So I'm just going to call this, Salesforce opportunity import. If it's your first import flow, you might not be able to type the name here. That's fine. You can always edit the page and put your own name in. These columns here are the ones you want Easy CSV to pull from the file. If you don't care about this column record type ID, you're not going to send it to Salesforce. You can uncheck it. If there's not that many columns, you can just leave them all checked. So click Next. Now it's where do you want to send this data? In our case, we're going to Salesforce. We can send data to a lot of different places. This video is just for Salesforce. Check out our videos for other things. So Salesforce. So here we are. We're on our import page. This is a page you get for this flow where you can just drag and choose files to send it into the flow. But you'll see here that the flow is starting at FTP, going to Easy CSV, and then making a Salesforce lead. We actually want to create an opportunity. So let's go to the import data flow. And this is kind of how Easy CSV, it kind of details how it works. So this is where we get the files from for this flow. You can get it from all these places, email, whatever. We're going to set up FTP at the end, grabbing the file from the FTP server. Then the middle is the configuration. These are the 11 columns you've told Easy CSV about. You can delete the ones you don't want Easy CSV to pull. If new columns are added to the file, you can click New Column. If the column names change, you're going to want to edit these names and make sure they're exactly matching. Easy CSV will ignore any columns you don't tell it about. You can filter out data. So maybe you have like a totals row at the bottom or something you just don't want imported. Or you don't want people with Gmail addresses imported. You could filter out everybody that has Gmail addresses. Virtual fields are a way to make fields that don't exist in the file, or massage fields that exist in the file. Maybe you want to combine first and last name, or you want to round a number up by 30%. In this case, let's say we want to make an opportunity and we want all the opportunities to come in at a certain stage. So, maybe we call it stage, and we say, maybe we say the first stage name is needs analysis. So that's when a new opportunity comes in, it needs to be analyzed. Okay, so we're going to save that. That's a hard-coded value. We have different virtual fields. You can combine values. You can combine multiple things. You can extract dates. Maybe you have a date that you need to change into the Salesforce format. You can do that here. But we're just going to make a static value called needs analysis. So every opportunity is going to enter into that stage. So go back to the import flow. So now we have one virtual field we can use, and then the bottom is the destination. We're going to want to go to the sandbox. We'll save that. Instead of making a lead, let's make an opportunity. You can make leads, accounts, custom objects, opportunities, and you can send data into a Salesforce flow where you can do a ton of stuff in Salesforce. We have another video on specifically how to do Salesforce flows. So you can send each row of a file into a Salesforce flow, which is super powerful. So let's just do make an opportunity. Now let's map the spreadsheet fields to the Salesforce field. So here's the Salesforce field. here's your spreadsheet fields. So you go over here, amount, and we want actually purchase price from the file to be amount. And for stage, we're going to use that virtual field we set up. Close date, we're going to choose the close date. And you get your custom fields down here. You can pass an owner ID if you know who you want the owner to be at your organization. And you can make a virtual field to have a bunch of different owners to pick from. So like if an opportunity is from an industry like education, you can choose a different person to assign or something like that. You can use Easy CSV virtual fields for that. So we'll save that. So now we're all set up. We could choose a file from here, which maybe we'll do right here. Let's just choose that file we've been testing with. Import. It might take a moment to process. Cool. You'll get an email with results, and if there's any errors, you'll have an attached CSV file with errors. You'll see this one, it processed the one opportunity. If we go back here to the page, it was successful. If we refresh, we get a log of what was sent over to Salesforce. If we go over to Salesforce and refresh, we have the opportunity there. Cool. So you can always just drag and drop files, choose files from your computer here, and it should work. You can email files, the attachments should work, but we want that FTP fetcher. So you can either click scheduled fetcher at the top here or go to import flow and go to turn on/edit. And now you can set up a schedule to go get files from somewhere. So maybe you want to do it every day. You'll go get a file every day. You say, I want to go get it from an FTP server. You put in all the FTP info, including the path to the file. We have fuzzy name matching if there's a date at the end of the file name. Then you click save, and you have it automatically fetching the file. We can fetch the files from Dropbox, Drive, S3, a bunch of different places. So that's it. Then you're automated. If we go back to the import flow and we want to make a custom object instead of opportunity, we just click edit, go to custom object, save, and you'll see then you'll choose which custom object it is. So I'm just going to make this new one called Magic Deal, and you can say, do I want to create new records or also check if records exist, right? So we're going to say we want to check if records exist so we don't make duplicates. We're going to say what field of this custom object, well, we'll use found email. Go map columns again. We have to map that found email. Let's see, do we have an email column in here? No, we don't have an email column. But if you had an email column, you'd map that and it wouldn't create duplicates, okay? So that's it. If you need any help, please reach out to Easy CSV support by clicking to chat us. We respond to everybody, even if we don't respond right away. You can also email support@easycsv.io. Thanks.